I believe we are the future.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the round of 32 of this International Convert Cup 2025. I'm Real Mas and will be spectating this match between Claymore and Cat Baseball. Two teams that are seated pretty much. I mean, it's a pretty close seating, 12 against 19. It's not that big of a difference on many maps in the qualifiers. I'd like to think that these two teams are fairly equal in terms of capabilities, especially on a pool of this difficulty. Still early on, pretty easy map. Still, it's mostly about the consistency. We have veterans on each side. Cat Baseball is mostly a Taiwanese team with a lot of Taiwanese players from CWC from many years ago. And on Claymore side, I believe it's mostly score farmers. You have few, you have amazing, very solid and renowned convert players. So it should be a good one. It should be a good one. A couple of players that are pretty new as well to the tournament scene. I believe in for Playmore. There is Mochipeta. Mochipeta, I believe, is a very recent player who, surprisingly, he's a convert player. You do not have many players who joined recently who actually play converts a lot. So that's nice to see. But other than that, we will be seeing one warm-up, and then we will be seeing the roles for both teams. I honestly think we could see an upset in this match. Both teams are very solid. Especially they're in this tournament you have some teams that are just players who do not necessarily play a lot of converts. They just play the tournament for fun. But these two teams actually have convert players who play a lot of converts. especially in this difficulty range. So this is still very comfortable. Okay, we'll be starting the warm-up. I'm not sure whose warm-up that is actually. Let me check. I believe that is Cat Baseball's warm-up. And I also believe the players are kind of in the wrong slots. Because on Cat Baseball, we have the Taiwanese players. And here, I think all the players are from Playmore, the four that we are seeing right now. And it looks like someone joined me right in time for the warm-up. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I am glad to be back. Now,
Yep, just in time.
I do apologize for the tardiness, but it's never too late, I suppose.
No,
Gonna be
sure, it's a
seeing-
little better. That's for people.
Whose warm-up is this actually? Does it stay
Yeah,
on the
Yeah,
whiteboard?
it is Cat Baseball's warm-up. The issue is the four players you are currently seeing are from Playmore. So,
Oh, it seems that Kirk slotting.
yeah, right, so it's the warm-up. It's not that big of a deal. But it's their warm-up and we're not seeing them play it.
Yeah, but I mean, warm-ups are kind of insignificant, at least on the stream client side. It's more so dedicated to players so that they can get ready for their match, which we are seeing right now. An interesting song choice. Paradox by Function Phantom.
I feel like that's a song that we've seen many times. Even this map, I think we've seen many times in older tournaments, actually, from a couple years ago. It used to kind of be a classic.
Unfortunately, I would not know because I am a Legion. Though, rather interesting convert-esque patterns. I do believe that this is indeed a convert. Rather bursty sections. You do see
Yeah,
quite
pretty
a few
technical.
misses. This song sounds very speedy, very technical. At least focusing that kind of skill set.
Yeah, for sure.
Then and there. This is good prep because I do believe we do have a quite an array. We do have an array of tech maps this time around. Therefore,
Yeah, quite easier than this one, but yeah, we do have some pretty technical maps that kind of look like this one. I would think like maybe number 2.
number 2, number 4, maybe something like that. Number 4 is a little more gimmicky, though. I do believe it is right on the nose. AR9, so maybe not the best comparison to make, but I guess that's the warm up. Are we gonna have another one, or have we already seen?
I think that's the last one. I think that's I mean, the first and last.
Yep, we are done with the warm up, and now it is time for the rolling sequence for both of the teams. Now, this is only left to RNG. Let's be fair. Just
Yeah.
matters.
A pretty
That
low
is
roll
true.
for Cat Baseball.
Ooh, that's actually gonna be really easy to beat.
That's... Yeah, you never
Unless-
know, you never know.
Okay, 7.
I believe the captain for Playmore is, if I'm not wrong, let me not get this wrong. It is
I mean,
indeed 13187 Berlin, the German player.
Berlin. Have seen them around quite a few times. Rather decent player when it comes to the converts. Do believe that they are an older player within the scene as well.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of experience in lower ranked tournaments, I believe, like 4-digit tournaments. I've seen their name around quite a bit.
Yeah, I do believe that they played in 4CWC previous year. I don't know if they're in the invitationals though.
I do not
Are we
know,
gonna be
but
seeing the
right now
rolls?
it is. Yeah, we are waiting on them to roll.
Hello? Is this dice gonna get rolling?
I mean,
on
it
who
doesn't
to
really
roll.
matter. It can be someone else from the team who can roll as well. It's not that big of a deal. It's not the captain rolling.
Yeah, but I don't know how
And
they
I think
will...
7 shouldn't be that hard to beat.
I mean, that's only if they roll a 6!
Oh, come on now.
Yep, amazing will
Oh.
be doing the rolls. Hey, nice! Nice one.
Yep. They did get it. So, Claymore will be getting the win on the roll. Okay, Berlin was having some maybe internet issues.
Yep, they do appear to be reconnecting. Now they're gonna be able to decide on first band, second pick, or band second pick first, which honestly, this is kind of a objective thing, whether you want the first or the second.
I mean,
It just kind of depends on how you see the better.
usually the common idea is ban second is better because if you ban first, I mean, you don't want to ban first because you never know, your opponent might ban something that you wanted to ban and it saves you a ban. So, okay,
Someone's a bit light on the rolls.
it's still won either way. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll get there.
Yeah, a
Early.
tad bit late on the rolls there. Well, a second chance. Classic Boncho. But actually, when it comes to their skill sets, I am not too sure how either of these teams fare. Do you, by chance, know?
Yeah, I would say that Claymore, I mean, if you look especially at qualifiers results, they've gotten very strong results in HR and DT. Several top scores in the top 10. And it's not really the case for Cat Baseball, who did seem to struggle a bit on HR and DT, so I would expect Claymore to play around that. And on the other side, Claymore did seem to have a lot of issues with HD. Their best HD was HD2 at like seed 32. It's not a strength of Cat Baseball either, but they probably do fare a bit better on Hidden than them. So I would probably expect them to go and play around that.
Let me just pull up the statistics. Although, wait, you said, oh, first let's go through these bands and then we'll discuss further. Cat Baseball is going to be going for an HR2 band. Yeah, not surprising. HR2 is quite a gambly kind of map. It's short, but for the length, it is a rather troublesome map for a lot of teams. I've noticed it getting tossed aside quite a lot.
Yeah, one of the hardest maps in the pool, I believe, and especially if they don't feel super comfortable on HR, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, that's like
Claymore is good. Yeah, it's HR precision, yeah, but there's a lot of wiggles and pretty difficult patterns.
Yeah, precision is not for everyone. Therefore, we'll need to wait to decide. Hidden too. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, as expected, Cat Baseball gonna play around HD, so Playmore does not want any of that.
To be honest, I thought that Playmore would have fared better on Hidden. They do have Berlin, no?
Yeah, they do, but doesn't seem like they want to play Hidden.
Fair enough. I do believe. Oh yeah, Playmore gets the first pick. Oh, DT1. That's actually way more different than I thought it would go. I
Yep.
did think that it was gonna go something gimmick oriented rather than
That's
the hardest ish.
I mean, DT1, it's qualifier. It doesn't mean everything, but they did get 4th seed on DT1 in quals,
Goodness.
so
Yeah, that-
probably very solid DT consistency team.
Yeah, that makes sense then. But
And yeah, Cat Baseball, not really fond of HRDT, so doesn't make sense. Do you see the players coming in? Machipeta amazing for Playmore, PSC Ice Rain, and Happiness Fish for Cat Baseball. I think in this match you probably have to be on the lookout for Amazing, who is probably gonna be the carry.
oh yeah,
in
no,
this
Amazing
lobby
is,
for Playmore. Yeah,
Amazing's name is amazing for a reason.
oh, that's true. This guy is very, very good and very consistent. Even in tournaments, average tournaments, he seems like he's more of a convert player than a specific player. But even in normal tournaments, he's always carrying the team that he's playing for every time I watch. So very consistent player, very good in the tournament setting, pretty well rounded as well. So, and here on converts, his specialty, I mean, you can expect great things from Amazing.
I do believe that he is an all-rounder.
Yeah, other than like HD, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, who's good at Hidden? Who
Yeah, not many
actually
people.
willingly chooses to play Hidden doesn't Mamma Mia or whatever. And now we're gonna get started with the highest ARDT that we're gonna be seeing for this pool.
Yep, it's 8.5 GT, so Air 10 with the mod. Still not too high, should be pretty. The AR should not be the issue for the team.
Yeah, no, this is really comfortable in comparison to previous, or to the qualifiers, except the qualifiers are supposed to be harder than the first few stages. However, I would have expected something higher.
I mean, it's still early around, and especially the thing is, first miss from PSC Ice Rain.
Is there going to be dropping
thing-
first?
The consistency is that, especially on converts, AR 90 on converts is so hard. It's much harder than on specific.
Oh, full
Oh, it's actually
lobby.
quad miss.
Yeah, PSC Rain though, gonna add on to
Again.
a little more vigorously. Gonna be rather unfortunate for Cat Baseball. However, we are only a quarter through the map. This does known to be quite burst heavy. Rather problematic when it comes to the lower ranked players. It's easy to trip up these. Yeah, unfortunate, but it is still reachable. The lead is not that far off, so they're gonna need to expect a miss from Playmore for the bleeding to stop. Although that is gonna be rough. They are comfortable on this.
That might be a lot to ask for, especially with Happiness Fish missing again.
Happiness Fish
Playmore
adding
looks so comfortable on this.
Heading onto the pile, don't believe. It's gonna be critical. But they can still restore this. Amazing, gonna be dropping in response. Gonna be
Mochipeta still holding strong though. I believe one miss from maybe two from the secret edge section.
ooh, the players at the top of your screen are gonna be finding some missteps. I don't know which one of them missed later on. Ever. the final section.
In either way,
It's gonna be.
the trade do not favor cat baseball.
Yeah, no, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Happiness, last miss from Happiness Fish. Even if Playmore completely fell apart right about now, I don't believe that there could be any restoration. And that will be the first point to Playmore on their own pick. Memory map.
Very solid
Sure.
showing from them.
Memory map, are you sure about that? Dumb.
I mean, there's a couple of drums that are kind of unexpected, and you have to kind of remember them.
Honestly, it just seems like a very generic DT1. Even in a Convert Cup, this is something that you would expect to see. Would start expecting. Even with sight read, it's a rather straightforward map, but we're going to be seeing Hidden 1. So yeah, as you stated, Cat Baseball would want to play around with this a little bit, and it seems that they are going to be stepping in. Octavia going to be coming. Oh, Octavia going to be coming in for Cat Baseball. Are there going to be roster changes in particular for Playmore?
For Playmore, I'm not sure if Hugh is gonna play. Hugh is very much a nomad player, but if they do not have anyone else play this,
It seems that Sue is indeed going to be playing, and Nanami also going to be coming in for Cat Baseball. Amazing is going to stay for the side Team Red. I actually haven't seen this map. I'm not particularly fond of the hidden pools. However, does seem to sound like the like classic DHD, the CH21.
yeah, I believe it's not that generic. It's not that much consistency. I believe there are some tricky sections, some kind of technical patterns, and it's just 4.5. It's slightly higher than the average, but
Oh yeah, it is
nothing
actually.
too fancy.
We'll be starting shortly. I don't know if my memory is playing with me, but I do believe that Octavia is hidden
He's
oriented.
not playing.
That too. Boncho is being a little silly. I don't know if that was Boncho or.
I do believe these are actual misses from both sides. Only Sue is holding so far.
Oh yeah, with the SS still in the chokehold. Ah, I shouldn't have said anything. Octavia as well. They're gonna be trading it back, so it's not too much of a significant loss on the side to play more, as they're still gonna stay with the lead.
Yeah, just a couple of misses on the jumps. The full screen jumps, claiming everyone's
That's
combo, but
actually
Nanami.
Nanami, the spotlight is on Nanami now, who still remains with the total score that they already kind of started with. They have made a good restoration. Everyone building back up. Octavia, though, gonna be slipping up on this. Wouldn't say slow section, but it is slow in comparison to the rest of the map, with not that many insane spacings.
Yeah. There's still a good. Nanami will lose the combo, and Sue and Amazing have reached 200, and they look like they are about to keep scoring more and more above 200 combo. But on the other side, Cat Baseball is not really comboing that much. It's a trade between Octavia and Amazing, but still Sue is holding.
Yeah, no, I do believe that Amazing found the miss a tad bit earlier. It did seem to happen at the same time, however, every millisecond counts. Everyone's making a decent attempt at restoration, I do believe. Even the accuracy.
Yeah.
Time into quarter left. Gonna have some wiggles. They're gonna have some jumps in there. Octavia. Oh, that is a triple lobby miss. Everyone's combo cleared except for Nanami's. It is now on Nanami to stay consistent, but Unfortunately,
There is not enough map, I believe. Yeah, with amazing missing, it's gonna reduce, but
Aw.
not enough, especially with the miss from the
it
enemy.
was a trade. There was an opportunity, but now there's just too little time and not enough
Yeah,
chokes to
it's
play
really
more.
the mid map combo that you got that really helped grow the score lead from for Playmore, and with that, they will be taking a breakpoint on Cat Baseball's first pick. Not really something you want to see.
It is unfortunate, but we still do have quite a few maps left in the pool. There can be retribution. However, Cat Baseball will need to focus, as now it is Playmore's pick, so they will need to cross their fingers that they cannot play around with anything too out of their range. Now, I'm just gonna preface this. They cannot pick DT because I do believe they have picked DT already.
HR1 it
So
is.
they,
Maybe. Probably, I guess.
yeah,
Would be
likely.
the
Like, you did
yeah.
mention that they are decent at higher AR oriented mods, therefore would expect that.
Yeah.
Or maybe a gimmick would be nice here. Oh, nope, it's gonna be HR1.
Yep. Does make sense following the HR2 ban. The game plan for Playmore is pretty straightforward. Their picks are going to be HR, DT, DT. But for Cat Baseball, especially after losing the only ADT map remaining, it's going to be much more tricky to pick.
Honestly, this map is rather straightforward. It just has some memory-focused jumps that may be a little bit troublesome in match when you're met with nerfs. However, wait a minute. Sorry. Oh yeah, hidden is allowed. I do believe that this is a map that players are going to need to stay rather consistent on. Any slip up. I mean, this is one of the longest songs in the pool, therefore they do not just. Sorry. Not every miscount, but.
Yeah, no, I would not expect FCs on this.
I mean, was there FCs actually?
On this, I do not remember seeing one. Maybe? I'm not sure.
Nope, Otter fanboy. With a 1 million.
And either way, HR Convert consistency is such a unique skill. It's something that if you don't play it, you're probably not very good at it because it's so different from playing HR specifics. And you really, yeah, it's a skill that you have to develop on its own, and not everyone is comfortable with that.
Well, once you get the first miss, that's gonna be a little bit of a grim reality for Playmore, but it is only the start of a 3-minute map. Anything can still happen at any time. However, everyone is holding on to their 40% axe.
Yeah, but for how long? I don't know how long they're gonna hold because some jumps in this map and some spacings are very rough. But so far so good. The bleeding will stop around 16,000 score difference.
We'll need to stay consistent in order for it to stay on their side. Any miss now can just completely flip the and it will happen from Happiness Fish. We'll flicker back to Playmore, adding on to rubbing salt into the wound a little bit. With that one,
Yeah,
but a bullet section may give some nerves to Playmore, give them an opportunity to take back what was theirs. The first section.
Yeah, but
Yeah, those are some funny patterns.
yeah, but they're hit by everyone. Happiness Fish though keeps missing before 200 combo. That's really gonna help the score gap for Playmore. It's only halfway
Yeah.
through, but still 60k on the long map is not really what you want to see.
It's troublesome, but this was Playmore's pick, and I would have
Yeah.
expected that they would exploit the higher ARs, especially seeing that Cat Baseball did ban HR2.
Yep,
That
they
was that
did.
right? Are those FCs?
Nope, Mochipata is missed like very early on, but Amazing is still a thing, yeah.
Would need to all the way is currently most of the way actually is on Amazing's shoulder at the time being. While I don't believe him, this is really gonna cost them all that much. It would
Yeah.
still be nice not to choke.
They
Just
do
in
have
case.
quite a lot of room to miss, honestly, at this point.
They need to aura farm. They need to aura farm a little.
I mean, 1FC and 1-1 miss on this, honestly, would be pretty damn good.
Everyone doing though as we enter the final TI section. Unfortunately, I don't think that this is going to be going anywhere near Cat Baseball.
Nope.
Even with Happiness Fish rebuilding from where they first started, it's just not enough time at all.
Honestly, that's kind of crazy because Cat Baseball did get a pretty damn good team score. That's an SS from PSC Ice Rain, but just only 5 misses and you get gapped by 130k. Pretty crazy against the FC and just 1 miss across the whole team for Playmore. That's rough for Cat Baseball because that was really a nice attempt.
I mean, unfortunately, even with that SS, Amazing did counter it with about what 1,000 score more. It's
Yep.
unfortunate. And there were good efforts, but some chokes did happen. It happens. This map is really not all that easy. It's not a walk in the park. You still need to have some practice on it in order to get those decent scores, but we can applaud PSC Ice Rain and Amazing for materials. No on 4 from Cat Baseball.
Does make sense. They do not want to go for the normal consistency generated map. They will go for the more gimmicky pick. CS5 AR9. The Nomad 4 does make sense, honestly. That's probably what makes the most sense for them. I still think probably Mixed Mod 1 is open as well, but they opted for this one instead. Though I would expect Playmore to match them pretty damn well on this. I guess you should be entering to play this, and Amazing and Su plus Amazing on Nomad Converts is a very, very scary lineup.
They're both quite scary lineups. However, I do believe this favors Cat Baseball, though.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
Though I do know that. Oh, it's Su.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly speaking, I do believe both of these teams have really decent Give a Convert players sprinkled in. Though I do guess that a coin will need to be flipped in that case.
Yeah, thing is, I think Su plus Amazing is such a consistent duo that I have trouble seeing them miss on this a lot. So if Cat Baseball wants to win this, they really have to get very few misses, if not FCs, to even get a chance to get this big.
We're gonna be starting now. Signal from the lobby. I mean, this map, I wouldn't say it's memory focused, but it does have some rather funny sections in there. And the CS is also quite high, CS5.
Yeah, it's the combination of CS5 AR9 gives that old gimmicky feeling.
Just need to wait for the client to sync up, okay? Rather simplistic start. Nothing really to miss on. A slight edge to play more when it comes to the spinner. The lead's gonna start flickering a little bit due to Clive being funny. Ooh, but the players are gonna start trading misses somewhere at the start, but I do believe Amazing missed just a little too light, a little too early.
She was missing though.
She's also gonna add on to the already shrinking lead from their side. Well, it's
Great for cat baseball, but Octavia only dropped the only FC left, and now it's gonna go slowly towards the Playmore as they're rebuilding combo. And Octavia is a bit behind at only 100 combo. It should be enough to cleave it.
A little spinner battle just before the next section. Oh no, and Octavia pours salt into the wound. It is gonna go straight back to Playmore. Now they hold the flagpole, and it is gonna be their choice. They just need to keep building up the combo. Happiness Fish is gonna add on.
These misses are so unfortunate. They could have held combo. They did have a bit of room to take the point.
It's
looking rough. Two is missing, but that's not gonna be enough. They will need more.
They're gonna need more, but the question is whether they're gonna get more. It is the final section.
They are not gonna get more.
No, it is not happening. Yeah, no. Everyone, Amazing was looking a little too comfortable there to add on another miss, and CU had just started rebuilding. It is a break point, unfortunately. Playmore
very unfortunate.
Gets the match point, and now
they do have a lot of maps open for them. They can go back to DT now after going HR1, and DT looks very favorable for them.
It's not for Playmore. They have the opportunity to snag a point on something that they know Cat Baseball is weak to, which is the higher ARs, right?
Yeah, sort of, okay. But even then, even on the lower AR DT, Cat Baseball did not get very good scores. So
I do think if we're gonna start dipping back to the DT pool, DT3 would be a good choice. It is similar to the map we just played, and does seem that they do like their DT.
Yeah, honestly, I see DT2, DT3 really in their favor. It's really gonna be up to them.
DT3 was the most similar to this one, though. It is also CS5.
No, that is true.
Plus, alongside the ban, HR2 ban from the side of Cat Baseball, I do believe that they would go back into something, this being the only choice left that they could go into CS5 territory. DT3 seems like the best option so far. Oh, but they skip past it, and DT2...
Yeah, it doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, fair enough. DT3 is really choking.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. DT3 is more volatile as a map, I would say. Even if they do on paper probably better than them, you can just slip up very easily on CS5 DT, whereas DT2 more consistent, more generic. So if they just think they are the better DT team, it's probably a safer pick.
I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. DT2 is also quite a fun map.
Yeah, there's a... I mean, we're playing... I mean, we're watching the International Convert Cup. It sees only converts, and converts do tend to be a bit like that.
Yeah, but there is a really weird pixelish kind of jump somewhere at the start. I would say 200 combo, somewhere around that threshold.
Yeah, a couple of edge dashers overall. And I know that Amazing really likes these maps.
Yeah, would make sense. Berlin is gonna swap in though, And
Is that the first time we see Berlin in the lobby?
one of the first times, I believe. If we don't count warm-ups, then yeah. Yep.
All right, let's go. A bit less than 2 minutes. It's not that long.
This is a critical situation for cat baseball, though.
Yeah. Back against the wall. On the opponent's peak.
Everyone is dropping. No, wait, no, sorry. The players at the top of your screens are going to be dropping accuracy. Berlin is going to be dropping a whole miss onto cat baseball. It's going to be to their advantage. You're going to need to.
A lot of accuracy.
There were a lot of consistency drops, however, that is absolutely nothing in comparison to a whole miss.
Yeah. I don't know if Berlin missed several notes, but the accuracy is pretty low.
No, it was just one, as far as I'm aware. Unless it was some kind of chain miss that I didn't catch. However, everyone is looking way too consistent on this.
But the edge dashes will be coming soon, though.
Will be coming, but just look how they're going. Their platters are all too comfortable for there to be any kind of mishap on that. Aw, and I shouldn't have spoken. Happiness fish. I'm finding a miss. We have a quarter of the map left. The lead is slowly going to shrink back to play more.
Yeah, since I mean it is gonna stay a lead for Cat Baseball, but very slightly but it's gonna grow with this miss from Amazing. Now Nanami is unmatched on the FC. And we are really nearing the end of the map already, and I think that's just gonna be the deciding factor.
Yeah, no, especially with that last miss from Berlin. That was the final straw. And it will be Cat Baseball's first point, and it is a break point.
I mean, look at these scores. FC and one miss. Very impressive scores.
Is there a chance we are going to see a reverse sweep? So
It would be kind of crazy.
Even if not, they are not going to go out of this match empty-handed. Therefore, it is still a win-win kind of situation. We'll just need to wait to see what they're gonna pick next. They can go into DT, but I don't believe that they should take that risk now.
I mean, I would. Yeah, no, that's still risky.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't get too cocky.
Yeah.
Like they want this DT, but they do need to think hard about this next pick.
I mean, what I was thinking about would be the mixed mod, but after seeing how they lost HD1, I'm not so sure anymore, but it looks like they will still go for it.
Mixed mod? Interesting.
Because I was thinking maybe Playmore doesn't really have a dedicated HD player who can play this well, and Cat Baseball has one who can. But the top score on the HD one was from Sue and Playmore, so I'm not gonna be able to really make a big difference maybe on HD, and HR doesn't look that good for them either. So either way, it's a risky pick, but they do not really have any better options.
Okay, let's wait and see how this is gonna play out. Oh, roster change from Playmore. Who's gonna be swapping in Berlin?
Probably. It's not really like the other HD one, you know, it was 9.3. Even if you don't play that much HD, it's pretty comfy, but going into Air 9 HD, it's a bit tougher to read. It's a bit harder if you don't play just a bit of HD. It's gonna be quite difficult.
Ooh, what'd you bet that on the bottom of the screen?
Okay, so probably you win the HD and Moshi picked up this Ice Rain HR.
Interesting. I do believe the top players are HR and the bottom players are hidden.
I would be surprised.
That is how I remember the roster being yesterday, at least.
I would be very surprised to see Stu HR and Mochipita HD.
It'd be interesting, but I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities? Question mark?
I think it kinda is.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep. Oopsies. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy.
Stu is really not an HR player. Octavia is an HD player.
Sue on HD.
I mean, Stu did get the best score on HD1, and Mochipita got like a 1 miss on HR1. So they've both been playing their mods pretty well in this match so far.
Ah, first miss from Sue. It's not a good start for Playmore, but that is quite a good advantage already for Cat Baseball. The lead slowly but surely is going to get enclosed tighter and tighter into their grasp. But
Yeah, so far so good, but there is some very difficult patterns in this map, especially with HD.
I believe Hidden is the worst that can go on here.
Probably, but score difference will stagnate around 20,000. It's really nothing, but we will be getting into one of the difficult sections, I believe, very soon. And maybe see a couple of misses.
Kia is gonna help the Hidden players move on. Yep, no misses to be seen yet.
So the second half is quite harder. This little tricky section with the doubles can be quite difficult on both mods, but oh, the HR players will be falling.
The hard rocks have fallen. Now the opportunity goes to the Hidden players, who are going to be carrying both of their teams individually.
Those are clean misses, so will not change the score difference at all, actually. Oh, but Mochipita misses quite a lot here. Falls behind a bit.
That is rough. There's still a quarter left. Anything can happen. But it is looking tough for Playmore.
Oh, and he
that
dropped DFC.
Chain miss. Was it NFC?
Yeah, he was still in DFC. But now Octavia is the only one holding DFC, and honestly, very impressive. This map on HD is not easy at all.
I expected the hard rock players to be on the comfortable third. Oh, I know. Octavia drops it. However, that does not matter. It is the end of the map, and Cat Baseball has determined the point for them. Gonna be going to home run with a second point. It does seem that the sorry.
No, go ahead.
You go. Not you.
Okay. No, I was gonna say they did get the better scores both on HD and HR. They did, for the first time of the match, win on their own pick, which is great. Finally getting the point they need. But now they will have to win another point on Playmore's pick. But Playmore is also out of the obvious picks. They cannot go DT3 right now. They do not have any HR left. So it has to be Nomad for sure.
Which no mod would be the best in the suit for them, though? Would maybe say
It's
Nomad 2?
It's hard to say. I think Playmore has very, very consistent Nomad players, so I think Nomad 1 plays in their favor. But it's Nomad 1. It's always like your opponent can also pop off NFC at any point. It's not safe at all, but what is at this point?
Nomad 1's really coin flippy as far as I'm aware. I guess we'll just need to wait and see where the cookie will crumble. They're gonna be thinking it through. They're gonna need to think it through, because any mispick can result in it going to Cat Baseball's favor. And Seems that they didn't practice tiebreaker. Ooh.
I mean, there's also the momentum in Cat Baseball's favor. They've been winning 2 points in a row, and Playmore has the points have been slowly going away from them. Maybe gets them a bit nervous. They start being shaky on the maps. Momentum is definitely in Cat Baseball's favor right now.
It is so doable for a reverse sweeps kind of situation. And Nomad 3, so a little out of the range, other than what we'd expect.
Yeah, Nomad 3. I mean, honestly, I think the teams are pretty evenly matched on these maps. I would not give the edge to one in particular. I mean, maybe Playmore because they're the slightly more consistent team, maybe. But it can really go either way.
It's a fascinating pick, though. I would have expected something that would be a little more, like, more sharp. However, yeah, no, as you said, actually, they are out of the, out of the trump card. Now they just need to really kind of roll with the flow, both of them.
Yep, we do see Amazing coming back instead of you. And Nanami coming back instead of Octavia. Yeah.
Yeah. And we started with the map, wasting no time. This is looking critical for the both of them, even the picking team. Not too certain whether that is gonna be there. Oh, what?
Oh, that was the client.
Yeah, no, that was Bancho. Bancho do not throw challenge.
Let's see. That initial combo is on pretty comfortable patterns. But the jumps, amazing right before 200. That's really not good for them. It's really the momentum in Cat Baseball's favor right now. Maybe Playmore is starting to be a bit shaky, missing on stuff that they should not be missing on. Though it is traded a bit later, but PAC Ice Rain.
They are all rebuilding though. Is Believe gonna be going back to play more? Yep.
Yeah. Some of the tricky patterns, the scrim patterns, the sliders, but
Nanami as
and
well.
Nanami, oh, that's awful.
Full max score reset from the side of Cat Baseball. PC Ice Rain and rub some salt into the wound. That is not what they were supposed to be looking for. That is critical. There is halfway of the map left, but for the time being, Playmore is looking incredibly consistent on this. Do not seem to be missing out. PS Ice Rain, I'm gonna miss once more.
Do not look like they will be recovering combo. It's very hard for them to get back up to 100.
No.
Even then, just missing a 50 combo over and over is just giving so much score away and giving almost 200k score difference now in the lead for Playmore. And at this point, it almost looks unrecoverable unless there's a big collapse on Playmore's side.
He's looking incredibly critical for Cat Baseball. Will they have enough time to build back? But Playmore will need to completely fall apart if they want the retribution. This was an insanely good pick from Playmore. But it's all just too consistent, and another full team reset. It is looking grim.
I mean, that's more than grim at this point. It's over pretty much. And to be fair, the scores on Playmore's side are very, very, very solid. It's only one miss from Amazing.
Both of the teams have really solid scores. Just too bad that there were too many chokes from Cat Baseball in order for it to really get back to them. One miss and an SS against Cat Baseball's rather plentiful chokes. This was a well thought out pick from Playmore. It's actually the first time I
Yeah.
see this map played as well.
It
That
was
is
a
going to be
successful pick.
Playmore's point and win.
Yes,
Or-
they do end up closing the match 5-2. It looked a bit scary after losing 2 points in a row, but they thought hard and long about the nomad pick that they were gonna go for. Nomad 3 it was, and it really worked out for them and
Nope.
secures the win as the upper seed. No upset here, but both teams will still be playing in the tournament later on. Play more in
Yeah,
the winners bracket and Cat Baseball in the losers bracket.
yeah, no, it's just a difference in brackets. I do not know who they're going to be facing or whether we're going to be seeing a bracket, but we are going to be seeing Eternal Polaris versus. I'm not butchering that. Nope, that's not happening.
Allez les bleus.
Allez les bleus.
Exactly.
What are we seeing? I do not understand the layout. 6 minutes?
I think in 6 minutes.
Alrighty then, we will see you all in 6 minutes from now.
Yep. See you.